after Wheaton's 74-67 Sweet 16 win. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations on the win. If you could just open with comments on the game, thoughts on the way things were played today.
Yeah, I mean, they are so good defensively. That first half, it felt like we were, running in quicksand. I mean, it was just so physical, and they're just so gifted defensively, and obviously so well coached. And what a remarkable season they had. But I felt like, at halftime, I felt like if we could get a little better movement and actually get our guys to attack off the dribble, they put so much pressure on you defensively that it almost makes you back off trying to drive the ball. But in reality, that's exactly, you're supposed to, try to meet that force with force as well, drive the ball at that pressure. And I thought some of our guys did that. In the second half. And then once we do that, kind of our MO all year has been, once we do that, to kick out and have open threes. Obviously, Nick Chavello and Nate Sock hit a couple huge ones that got us from behind, up 4. And I think Nate Sock's at one point put us up 10. And we kind of controlled it from there. But give them a lot of credit. I mean, there's a reason they're 29-1 coming into tonight. They took us out. We're a pretty good and a pretty efficient offensive team. They really took us out of a lot of stuff for much of the night. But proud of our guys, but been here before, and it's a 2-game weekend. And only one team's going to walk out of here feeling like they had a successful weekend. And so we didn't celebrate a ton. We're going to start getting back to work, and obviously 2 really, really good basketball teams about to play here tonight.
Coach, 1 for 9 in the first half from beyond the arc. Didn't seem like three-point shooting was really going your guys' way. I guess what was the decision? What went into the decision to keep shooting the 3, and what started to work in the second half, shooting 6 for 13?
Yeah, I think it's actually related to what I said before. It's pretty simple with us. I just want us to take the right shot, whatever that is. And if we miss the right shot, I can live with it. And so in the first half, we didn't get a lot of clean threes because we didn't drive the ball. And because they put so much pressure again, it feels like you can't drive the ball. And it's actually the exact thing you need to do is drive the ball and force defense. And so I thought we found each other. Nick hit a couple big ones. But really, when we do that, when we get in the paint and kick it out, we're playing 5 perimeter guys most of the night. And we can create a lot of havoc just because we're hard to guard if we can get by people. And I've got a lot of guys that can get by people.
Tyson, you led this team in scoring this year. A bit of a quiet night for you. Things were a little bit more physical. Ended up with 9 points. But kind of talk to me about just the way that they were defending you tonight and how you were able to adjust to feed some of your teammates.
Yeah. I mean, they're just super long. I mean, they're a big athletic team, so they're a tough team to play, and they put a lot of attention on me, and I think that's why we got so many just open looks in the second half. And so, sometimes you just don't have great shooting nights, but I mean, it's a team game for a reason, and we have a ton of guys who can shoot the ball and fill it up, and you saw that today in the second half. So.
Still 10 assists.
Yeah, I was going to add, I mean, I think what makes him great is a lot of guys in the Sweet 16 as a senior and a grad student and having the year he's had would try to force stuff, and he didn't. He just shared the ball. I mean, we're people that have seen us play, our pieces fit, and we just play so well together. But it starts with him and his willingness to only take 9 shots tonight and have 10 assists. A lot of guys of his ability and his pedigree would struggle to do that, but he did. I was really proud of that.
Andrew, 15 for 15 from the line. I gotta ask. I mean, what they put in your Wheaties this morning?
Yeah.
Just couldn't miss from the charity stripe.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt good tonight. Same pattern I've been doing all year, but felt really good tonight.
And you were. There were 3 guys that came off the bench and played. You picked up 23 points, led all the guys on your team in scoring. Yeah. Obviously, that's not what it's about. But talk about how you were feeling tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously, coming off the bench as a role player and being that 6th man for the Thunder today.
Yeah, well, that's something we've talked about and something I've gotten in kind of a good rhythm in all year, and just something that I've grown into and learned how to. You're going to come in 17-minute mark and it's a different feel, but I like doing it, and I don't know. I like winning. Love playing with these guys.
Coach, you talked about having been here. Now, as you said, the team moves on to Saturday night. Just your thoughts in heading into another one of these and this opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, the danger in each one of these steps is to over-celebrate it. You don't want to minimize it. It's a huge step. There'll be 8 teams left playing by the end of the night. It's huge, but he and I have tasted the next step, and it'll pale in comparison to how we feel right now. It's just way better. And so it's going to be, we're going to watch the game. They'll go get food. They'll go home and back to the hotel and get some rest. The coaching staff will work. I thought Coach Panner and Coach Kwam, my two assistants, did an unbelievable job of preparing for a team we were not familiar with in St. Joe's. And credit to the committee, actually, to create games like this that we, normally St. Joe's and Wheaton would never play in the Sweet 16. We've often played a really regionally biased opponent. But this was great. So it was a great experience for our team. And, I mean, only one team's going to feel like they won this weekend, and it's whoever wins tomorrow night. So.
Last one for the two of you guys. You guys get to keep playing into another night, obviously another weekend. Just talk about the experiences that you guys get to continue having as a team, and getting to play in yet another game in the Elite Eight tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, it's super special, and I think Coach knows this is just a special group. Like, everyone on the team loves each other a lot, and you can just feel it. You can feel it in the hotel. You can feel it at all of our practices. We bring energy that is a little different than like some of the years that we've had here. It's a really good feel, and so it's just awesome to get another go at it. So.
Yeah, I would kind of reiterate the same thing, but came here to win too, obviously, but just being able to get another week with these guys and just continue playing with them. I mean, they're all my best friends, and I just don't want it to be over. Another week.
Hey, Coach, congrats. Curious, I want to talk about Tyson picking up 2 fouls quick, having to put him on the bench. Blue Jays respond, take the lead. You had to make the tough choice of bringing him back in. Seemed to stabilize the team, but that's a pretty risky venture. Just talk about the sequence there.
Yeah, we've had to do it a few times, and some of our biggest wins actually have come in those situations. We won at Elmhurst in a very similar circumstance, so our team is somewhat used to it. Yeah. But I think against this opponent, that really made we became grinded us a little bit to a halt. So I just felt like if we were going to win tonight, I needed to put him back on the floor. And you kind of get to a point of where you're like, well, this is, we don't have tomorrow. I've got to play this card. It's the best card I have to play, and you take a risk. I trust him, so. It didn't feel, what I really fought with was how long to let him go before I brought him back off the floor to end the half. But I kind of rode with it, and you get to this point and you got to play the cards you have, and he's a pretty good card to have.
Tyson, your thoughts on that sequence?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, like Coach mentioned, we've had that a few times, like at Augie, at Elmhurst this year, and so we have a great team, and we have a lot of guys that we can rely on off the bench, like Andrew. I mean, so obviously it sucks to see, just picking up early fouls and something that I'm trying not to do. But yeah, I mean, it's just nice to rely on guys who are really good off the bench too. So.
Maybe for all three of you guys, kept trying to chip away at the Blue Jays. They kept pulling away. Then you chip back, pull away. Sometimes that can just wear you out at some point. Did you ever think you could get over that hump? Even when you did you think you could actually pull out by 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about that sequence then of the confidence that you guys have built, that you saw in the game, because at some point it just didn't look like it was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've had a lot of games like this where we've struggled for 30 minutes or so, and we've got guys that are, we talk in timeouts, be willing. That's my message, be willing. So when the shot's yours in those big moments, just be willing. And so I think Nick and Nate and other guys step into those moments going, hey, and you want to give them a freedom to miss, as funny as that sounds. You want to be able to say, hey, it's okay, just let's get a good shot and knock it in. And so, I mean, I think we were pretty confident that if we could get those shots, we were going to be able to knock them down.
Coach, congratulations again on the win. Best of luck tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow after your game against the Crew or the Cat.